What's up, YouTube? It's Anthony Castillo with you guys. So I wanted to get on this one today and kind of discuss a little bit about spiritual forgiveness. And I know in my previous videos I may not be looking the best at all times, just primarily for many other reasons that come along. We go through so many things in our lives. We're always getting our tasks done. We're checking boxes and our emails, just overall just getting so much done. And so some of us, we go through so much multitasking that we sometimes never take the time to acknowledge how we are showing up every day. And I think it's important that we take the time to just relax and maybe even find a sense of spiritual forgiveness with ourselves, with the universe, and also with other people. Many of us, we hold a lot of bitterness, and sometimes we don't acknowledge that it's there or often manifesting itself. And I think that's not one of the best things to do, is to hold on to so much of it, but it's best to also acknowledge it. And there's lots of science. There's lots of science behind forgiveness, especially in meditation. How we could forgive ourselves, the neuroscience behind forgiveness, and also the neurophysiological perspective of forgiveness. Because it's all in the body, the heart, especially if you've learned anything about heart chakras, the heart in itself needs to learn how to release some blockages of that stuff that we hold on for too long. And but just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a rundown for that one. It's important that we take notice of ourselves. It's kind of novel as well, because think about it. Every day, if your hair does not look the way it's gonna look, guess what? There's no need for us to be angry about how something is not measuring up to a certain thing. You know what I mean? I think I like to live by this philosophy. Many people don't have bad days. They only have bad moments. And so when we can look at our lives with just having let's say, the hair didn't look the way I wanted to look, or, I forgot to brush my teeth. I know that sounds gross, but guess what? I think many of us should not beat ourselves up too much about how we should always show up. If you accept yourself as who you are, that's the greatest attraction you can ever think of, right? Whether you look a mess, whether you look scruffy, whether you look clean, whether you look like you have a few extra, pounds, it doesn't matter. It's as long as we can learn how to accept ourselves with forgiveness, I think that's the most attracting thing we can do. And we don't need validation, right? We don't need to look at ourselves as if we're looking for validation externally. So that being said, guys, I think that one's more of a simple talk to just acknowledge. I'm gonna look a mess sometimes on my other videos, just because I'm human, and sometimes I'm gonna do my best to look clean, and because I'm human. And but I think we should also live our best authentic lives, because with authenticity, we do have something very precious within our heart there. So that being said, guys, hopefully you guys enjoy. Remember to subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.